Rehearsals for the play progressed smoothly as a transition to midwinter. Ash and Poodle has been performed by the Academy before, which means we are lucky enough to be able to make use of our predecessors' hard work. With 12 months fast approaching, we were worried we wouldn't have time to make all the necessary preparations. However, thanks to the handbooks, stage plays and costume patterns that have been left behind, we're able to get things ready in the time it takes for falling snows to cover the grounds and turn everything white. Of course, we don't use everything left behind us verbatim. We had our own version of a play from the materials. Still, it was seemingly become a norm. The task of writing the script is left to me, regardless of how much I wish someone else would take charge of it. I have to stay up late night wrestling with a new script, leaving no time to look for the books from Isnik. Here you go, says the voice. Rich aroma of freshly brewed coffee fills the room, soothing my frazzled nerves. I bought you a refill. Coffee is the best friend you have during an all-nighter. Rika, who is in the middle of discussing the script with me, looks at my two smiling girls and frowns. While I'm grateful for refreshments, I can't let that come and slide. Tea actually contains more caffeine than coffee, you know. Takes an ostentatious sip on a teacup with a show of pride. There are 4 of us gathered in my room tonight. Recently it's become a norm for Erika and Takasaki to drop by. While my Amitié partner and I work on the script, the other two are looking for the tomes I bought from Isnik. The main task is to search for any mentions of a tulip of agape or the name Shion Basquiat. There's something else too. We agree that I'll share any notable information I come across about the 7 mysteries or the origins of the Academy, and tell us if they encounter any concerning passages. Tea may have more caffeine content overall, but due to a different amount in extraction methods used with beans versus leaves, when it comes to a single cup, it's actually the coffee that's more caffeinated. True fact, that. If you take a gram of coffee and a gram of tea, the tea leaves actually contain more caffeine, but because of the way it's brewed and prepared, a cup of coffee contains more caffeine. No way, that's not true, is it? Well, you sound like you just found out you're being cheated on. Erika seems slightly taken aback by Rika's reaction. Takasaki watches them out of a corner of her eye as she fills up another cup. With practiced hands, she deftly pours a dark liquid from a pot to a cup, a stimulating aroma wafting up from it. Here you go. How's the script going? Thanks. I'm keeping the general story outline the same and only changing up some of the details, but... After hours a yawn. I agree, actually, yeah. I let out a big yawn. Mr. Rain overtaxed my brain. With my cup in one hand and my script in the other, I'm unable to cover my mouth in a flush. Wow, even your yawns are cute. Stop. Smiling easily, she peers down at the script from where she's standing behind me. She smells like a winter wind. Well, it's to be expected. You're not only writing the script and supervising the performance, but also having to rehearse your part of Cinderella, all at the same time. As I look up at Takasaki gratefully, Erika reminds her that I'm Cendrillon, not Cinderella. Celine Dion? Isn't she a singer? Cendrillon. That's the name of a princess in a version of a story we're performing. Now, I just heard a translation change there. I'm going to listen to this line again. The question was about... I'm actually going to go to backlog here. Sando? And the reply comes... Sandwich janai. So basically the Japanese are saying, no, not a sandwich, but Cendrillon. That really wouldn't work in English. Cendrillon does not sound like sandwich. Yes, kinda. They could have used the line. But I decided to go pop culture, it seems, as well. Well, you can't really call Celine Dion pop culture these days, but whatever. Takasaki glances at me, clearly uncertain about whether Erika's pulling a leg again. It's Cinderella, but there were a lot of different regional versions. Charles Perrault compiled a French version, called Cendrillon or Le Petit Pantoufle de Verre. The Brothers Grimm based their version, Aschenputtel, on his work. Huh? I've never heard of a Cendrillon version before. The story we know in Japan as Cinderella is actually closer to Perrault's version. Really? Yeah. His version has a glass slip and a pumpkin carriage. Don't they all? Takasaki's expression says as she thinks that much should be obvious, but Erika jerks her chin in my direction, signalling me for to explain. There were no glass slippers or pumpkin carriages in the original story, and the ball was held not just one night, but over two. Huh. This Perrault guy brought the story closer to the modern version? Still, I feel like the Brothers Grimm and their fairy tales are way more famous. I agree with her, sipping on my coffee as I think back on when I read the original Grimm's fairy tales. There's no fairy godmother in the Grimm version either. Huh? And who saves a poor Cinderella? Little white bird. Now I know I can never as a joke, but I'm surprised to hear one coming from you. But I'm not joking. Hear a squeak of a wheelchair. Erika pours a fresh coffee into a cup and takes a warming sip before speaking. You know Shirahane doesn't tell tales. She's saved by a white bird that perches atop a hazel tree. Takasaki-san frowns. When she sees my enthusiastic nod, she begrudgingly accepts it. Also in their version, their slippers aren't made of glass. On the first night of a ball, their slippers of silver, and on the second, of gold. As she glances Takasaki's way, her mouth curling to a cat-like smile. The story most people know ends with the stick of stepsisters, Grimm with envy. The Brothers Grimm version may get their comeuppance. Knowing that the prince is searching for the owner of a slipper, Cinderella left behind with stepsisters. She left her own level of mime slicing off the heel of her foot. Takasaki and Rika both grimace. And then, for a pistol resistance, when the stepsisters walk Cinderella down the aisle on her wedding day. What? Out of nowhere, a flock of white birds appeared to peck out the sisters' eyes. Takasaki's head is down and her head's clamped over her ears. Both Rika and who's looking a bit green around gills herself, and I was surprised by her intense reaction. Are you alright? Guess that was a bit much, huh? Erika, what's wrong with her? Chidori hates birds, so I suppose it's the image of him pecking out someone's eyeballs. Jerks her chin in the direction of Takasaki-san, who still has her ears covered and eyes screwed shut. That's really mean. But he should have known not to bring up that part of the story. I guess you're right, I admit. I went too far. Erika-san reaches out gently and gently shakes Takasaki-san's trembling shoulder until she fiercely opens her eyes. Trying to apologise profusely while Takasaki glares daggers at her. You have to sleep with me tonight to make up for it. Hey up. I'm fine, so I'm sorry. Honestly. Rika and I pretend not to hear her whispers. Shirahane, We won't be following that part of the story in our play, will we? Oh no, of course not. Don't worry. There won't be anything scary. One just worrying, and I'm going to say that Azerika-san said, I can't make our version too close to Brother's Grimm. Nor would I want to be similar to Pro's version, where witch is more like a fairy. So changing up a bit to make it easier to perform. I nod. Rika Clyde pours Takasaki a can of a cup of tea and offers her a cookie. Thanks. You always make such delicious tea, Hanabishi-san. And she picks up a book she was reading through yesterday. Oh. As Takasaki looks at the remaining stack of unread books, I overhear a murmuring of, so many left. Yeah, not much fun unless you're in a hardcore bibliophile. You heard that? It's too much for you to read and every day. She hardly cuts me off as assuring me it's not the case. Then looking to Erika, she trails off. If you have any ideas, feel free to tell us. I really like looking for references to the top part of Agape, and she basket in these pages, kind of a waste of time. Why'd you say that? I mean, it's young Basket, right? She's got to be related to Sister Dahlia Basket, no? I remain tight-lipped, not wanting to say aloud what we were all thinking. So we could just ask about Shion-san. Plus, she's worked here for ages. So you think you might know something about a tulip of Agape? Don't you think? It makes total sense. However, I asked about the surname Basket before, but I was going to bring myself to raise the name Shion Basket in front of Sister Basket. The truth is, huh? I already took the initiative and asked him a few days ago after I learned the name Shion Basket. And what did she say? Do you think we'd be here in Shirahane's room looking for clues every night if I'd got any useful information from her? Well, her words differ with sarcasm, but also as fragile as glass. No, I suppose not. Does that mean you asked her once and then gave up? You can only say that because you weren't there. As soon as I mentioned the word Shion, it's like the air itself froze. So she's not going to tell us anything. A curtain of silence falls over the room for a moment. Looking at the clock, I see it's already past time for lights out. Maybe that's why everything is so still and quiet. The deep, unbroken noisiness, as though everything beyond this room has dissolved away, sounds like a ringing in my ears. A metallic sound of silence. I'm sure there must be some connection between Sister Basket and Shion Basket. I think Sister Basket is somehow connected to Yatsuhiro Senpai and Kamikade Senpai's disappearance. And their return. You think Sister Basket is pulling the strings behind all of this? Like, what, she's like to come on a spy or something? We ain't in 6 Casino Royale here, you know. Calm down, Erika-san. Don't talk to me like a kid, I am calm. She knows better than anyone how untrue that is. She picks up a cup and drains the rest of her coffee in one gulp. Although she's trying to make mask her feelings of anger, a faint but perceptible shaking of her coffee cup betrays her in a turmoil. Erika-san. What? If it's too much for you, then I can... Seeing a look in her eyes, I stop myself. But don't let her gaze, glinting sharp as the edge of a knife, fades into something altogether weaker. I don't want to think that Sister Basket might be the mastermind. I remember how she cared for me when I first arrived at the academy. Looking back on it, I said some really horrible stuff to her. And despite that all, she still... She trails off. But she doesn't need to say any more for me to understand her depth of love and respect for Sister Basket. It's like goodness incarnate, a very definition of agape. So, you want us to stop? No. I just want to hurt her. I think we should come up with a different approach. Sure, she was able to back out of helping us. I'm now filled with relief. You're right that the way we're currently doing things is taking too long. Remember, it's time we take more active measures. Like what? Well, if Sister Basket won't talk, then we have to take more active measures next episode. Until then, bye-bye.